position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Clemson's offense will get first crack at it today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Got it behind the line. It's Harmon. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. The Tigers will hustle to the line. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, we mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left. Have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Throws to the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. So Notre Dame's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started...
There he goes! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. That's caught. It's Hester. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Harris back to pass. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Off play action. Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking to fire. Oh, he makes the catch. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MT if they can stop him on 3rd down. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They'll ride the hot hand. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Harmon. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They're going back to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Parrish. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Clemson jumps to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Where did he find a hole in that secondary? Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Harmon. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Clemson. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down when he's not. So being on the same page and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Fires to the big fella. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times now they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on, is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and running QB and so many things to look at.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Up to 44 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. Might as well give it to him again. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running behind that left side. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 4. And the pressure was too much. They get it at the 15.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Going right to work up top, using the quick game.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Motion from the wideout. The receiver on the jet sweep. Fights off the defender. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Off play action on first down. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clemson is quick to the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They've got a first down here to open the period. Gives it on the option. He breaks a tackle. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size. Still got him on the turf. Harris back to pass. Complete to the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking for space, it's Hester. Nice move to pick up yardage. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Hand off from the gun. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Catch in the middle, it's Avant. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Fine play action. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harmon. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Scanning the field, it's Parrish. Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. They just keep firing. Makes the grab. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. The portal many times can give you a pretty good read on what's going on inside a program, and to lose the number of players that they did might be a little bit of a worrisome signal.
Well, I think the biggest thing is they lost some key guys, too. A handful of dudes, David, that really made a difference on this team a year ago. How can they replace that this season?
And that's what your job is as a coach, is to develop those guys behind them, supplement with the portal. Listen, it's an ongoing hard task, but that's what these coaches have to do nowadays.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. No sign of the field goal team. They'll go for it on 4th and short. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Duke answered the bell away from Durham today with an impressive victory. The Blue Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. From the gun. Give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Harris will throw. A little screen to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Irish. Boy, we We've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this. Offenses, you've seen the explosion. It's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offenses just, they got the upper hand.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Gets open down the middle. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Parrish. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Brings it in down the left side. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Here's the pressure. Complete to the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent, I'd argue it's both. It brings him to the open. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Tigers in the hurry up. Run in the red zone, it's Harmon. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Just drives it between the uprights. And they've regained the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gandy. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Fires to the tight end. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Harris back to pass. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Avent. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. On the move, he fires. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. To the air on 1st down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Fitted in the window for the score. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Parrish. He's got the tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Wants to go up top. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. Time to see how things play out the rest of the way as we send it back to our guys in Death Valley.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Only a dozen Domers have cracked the 2,000-yard mark in receiving in a career. This guy might be the one to get to number 13.
I would say he's pretty good, though. If he's putting up those type of numbers and being mentioned with those type of cats, listen, you try to find your go-to guy. You want to have an elite receiver on the outside that you can feature and you can move him around. This guy's got the makings of that kind of stuff.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Harris will throw. Spits it out to the back. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Catch in the middle, it's Harper.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
He leaves it with his back. Turning it on! And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Clemson jumps to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Oh, they're after him. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Makes the grab. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Got his man quickly. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Wants to keep it in the air. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Complete. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
He's got it on the right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Harris back to pass. Finds his big tight end. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rook.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! Great job by the back on the option.
And look looks like the offense just had the defense confused on that option play. Nobody accounting for the pitch man. The running back able to walk in.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is at
intercepted. The defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Irish. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
42, Clemson, 24.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's Parrish. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He's got it. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got his man! And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to the back. There he goes! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll try to run for it. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Parrish. Rushes on him. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Goes to the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. The run from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Harris will throw. He's got the back in the middle. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Here's the handoff. Plows through the defense. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Clemson, 24.
He'll bring it out. It's Harmon. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The give. Oh, he's got some space. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They kick it away on 4th down. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Right back to the well. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Harris back to pass. Quickly complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. It's a completion, not a first down, but effective to give the punt team some space. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Caught over the middle. It's O'Grady.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to...
Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He'll do it himself. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Harris will throw. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They want to throw it. Makes one man miss. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
2nd down coming up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Michigan State pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those players there in East Lansing. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Caught in the backfield, it's Harper. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Parrish. Here's a heat. Gonna take a shot. He's got it on the outside. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. He's up to 107 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Tiger! And they add 6 more to the board for that trip to the house.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Ready to try the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. An 84-yard drive there. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here comes the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grab behind the line. It's Hester. He's stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Back to throw, it's Parrish. Quick strike complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage and get it to the 33. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Makes the catch. It's Harper. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Working that left side now. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Getting set for the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.